Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your August 2023 reading. This is a reading for Capricorn placements and also people who are just drawn to the title and are cross watchers. And if this is resonating with you, then use what helps you and leave the rest here. Let's look at a general energy in the beginning of the reading. In the second part of the reading, I will talk about a relationship dynamic or situation. So yeah, let's see what wants to come out for you at this time, Capricorn. I'm using more decks, I think 3 decks in total, and I will also pull some charms that I have over here. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. You can check out the decks that I'm using in the description box below, and of course all the other information that you might need for this channel. All right, there's still a charm that I forgot to put away from the reading before, so maybe this is important for this reading, the Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is about, for me, really having a very clear, grounded vision of things that is down to earth as well. So let's see if this is something that is resonating with this reading. Let's just keep this here. I feel like this is the energy that we need to work with as well. This card really wants to come out. Ooh, the Magician. Wow, okay. Yeah, that already speaks for the card. Like, the card really wanted to come out. That's the Magician. He really wants to be present. He wants to be there. He wants to... This probably has to do with love. I will talk about it in a second. He wants to be there. He wants to be present. He wants to share his ideas. He wants to create. He wants to communicate. He wants to be in the power of creation. In this deck, it's called the Magus of Power. So the Magician of Power. This is a very beautiful card. It's also talking about Mercury, so communication is also something of importance this month. And it's also talking about social media. It's talking about bringing out ideas, marketing, business, all these things, and making things happen. Generally, it's really about making things happen, bringing things outside, releasing things, showing things, presenting things. That's also the Magician. Also starting something new, starting a new endeavor, starting a new business, starting a new cycle, starting a new, maybe even relationship, starting a new project. That's also the Magician, the number 1 of the major arcana. So it seems like you've come into your creative power here, or you are coming into your creative power, and you're really evolving also into a more mature version of yourself when it comes to creation. The Princess of Wands in the reverse to the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Also figuring out, what do I want? How do I get it? When do I get it? That's very much the Queen of Wands here. She really exactly knows how to get what she wants. She has perfect timing, and she is not as immature as the Princess of Wands, especially in the reverse. The Princess of Wands in the reverse might really trick you into thinking that you want something, or be just, you know, immature or a little bit arrogant even about understanding or thinking that we understand how to really get the things we want or create the things we want. It could be some childish or teenage ego involved. So there is really an emancipation here, literally emancipation from a princess to a queen. That's really powerful, and I think it has to do with love because it fell on the love reading deck. So I will also talk about this in the love reading. So yeah, you're really stepping into your creative power. Whatever you want to start right now, if it's a business, really great time. If it's bringing forward to your business, promoting everything that you are passionate about, also with the Queen of Wands, it is a good time right now. Let's see what else. I kind of need to fix this. Sorry, it's the perfectionist in me, which is not good, I know. It's like a little part of me I try to keep in check. Okay, so Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, we need more context for this. This is just the overall line here. We're going to look at the subconscious and at the higher consciousness. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It seems a little bit like, okay, we have all these ideas, we have all this inspiration, we have all this passion. We might not have the resources just yet, even though the magician actually has everything he needs to manifest. We might not see quick change happening just yet. That could also be the case with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. In this deck, it's called the Lord of Harmonious Change. And it is about seeing the first results of a plant you see, a seed you planted. I'm sorry, a seed you planted. So maybe even if there is a lot of inspiration, a lot of passion and proactive movement this month, it might still take a little bit to grow something. It's important to stay flexible and not push too hard and not force things. Also with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's see what happens here subconsciously. The Lovers. Ooh, powerful. Very powerful reading, Capricorn. Sorry. Very powerful. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Well, you've moved on for sure from something that was not serving you, an attitude, I think, that was not serving you, an immature attitude that was not serving you. You've moved on from that, is what I'm sensing. And stepped into your Queen energy from a Princess in the reverse. That's a big step. Eight of Cups in the reverse. It very much seems like you're moving on from something that is not enough anymore. And I'm saying enough anymore because this is called the Lord of Abandoned Success. So there was a successful time with a certain thing, person, project, job, but it's not enough anymore. It's like you've grown. There's more. There is an environment that's just right for you. The Lovers. There is a person that's just right for you. There is an environment that's just right for you. There's a project that's just right for you. There is something that feels like you are ready to take the risk and really step further into this connection with whatever it is, person, thing, project, endeavor. And you feel like it's really the right thing for you. This is very beautiful. And it's a risk. And it seems like you are also, especially in this card, it's a lot about protecting also what you love. And in this case, even protecting some sort of person or thing that represents justice for you. Such a good card in this deck. So you're really also taking the risk and fighting for what's worth. You're fighting for what's worth fighting for, or fighting for who's worth fighting for. Nice. Okay, higher consciousness. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're freeing yourself. I'm not even going to talk a lot about this card. It's just your higher consciousness is, I think, clearer than ever, and you're really getting rid of limiting beliefs. It's a lot of work on getting rid of limiting beliefs. Like, I can't do this because, or, you know, all these things that hold you back from just really stepping into your power. And by the middle of the month, you're really stepping into your power, Capricorn. It's very, very strong, this energy. Very strong. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. You're stepping out of anything that keeps you in, or any attitude, I want to say, that keeps you in a lack mentality, a victim mentality, a mentality of physical, material, or health, also bodily kind of trouble. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're really stepping into your worth right now. You're letting go of a mindset, and it is a lot about mindset. That's with the Eight of Swords, that's keeping you from really manifesting what you want to manifest. Also maybe when it comes to money. And you really feel like this is the right thing, this is the right way. Maybe there's a new thing coming your way. Maybe there's, I mean, let's see what else, what other cards want to come out. But you understand your power very much this month. Oh. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like it was wobbly. The card was wobbly. It didn't really come out like upright or the reverse. I put it here in the reverse. I think this initiation process that's happening here is just taking time, materializing in the real world, you know. It might also be, it seems like it's a little bit abandoning maybe an old image of yours. Two of Pentacles in the reverse and Nine of Pentacles. I mean, there is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So there is subconsciously still a sense of maybe not feeling worthy within, deep within. But it seems like the Lovers is ready to fight that. He's going into this situation. It's like, I'm going to fight this, what's standing in my way, especially when it comes to the real world. Because maybe you're carrying around still a picture of yourself that's stuck with you, and that very much seems like it, and your higher self already knows, okay, I'm letting go of this. I'm working on my mindset. I'm like letting go of limiting beliefs. And now your subconscious is catching on to it, and it's like, we're gonna fight this feeling of not being enough, not having enough, not feeling independent, not knowing our worth. Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, with Three of Swords, it is, I think, really trying to say that there is a lot of mind over matter decisions going on. There's a lot of mind over matter moments where it's like, okay, this feels different. It's like growing pains or going out of the comfort zone. This feels like I can't do it, but my mind knows I can, and this is uncomfortable. And I'm making again a decision, even though my heart doesn't feel ready. I'm deciding to step again into this uncomfortable thing. And that's how this plays out here. Because with the Magician, it's very powerful what you're trying to create here. And you've, I think, very, oh wow, aware, this is so interesting, that you're very much capable of doing so. It's just that the circumstances take time to readjust. The physical, material circumstances take time to readjust to your empowerment of self. And the image, or what's been created from within so far, has to adjust. So it's really about staying in that power, staying in that belief, and having the clarity and also the patience to see your environment form and change, because you know within yourself something's changed. And we have a Tower here lying on the floor. There is a breakthrough. There is a sense of things being shaken up. And growing into this new direction, stepping into this new direction, stepping into your power, might still come with uncomfortable moments. And it might come with quite some some intense moments with the Tower, but it is all helping you to get rid of barriers, you know, rid of those restrictions. So let me just get this Tower. Oh my God. Lord of the hosts of the mighty. This is such an intense card. It's Mars energy as well. Mars is going into Libra, which is weird. And Mars is not going to be super aggressive in Libra, because Libra in itself is not about being aggressive, it's about peace. We have the Queen of Swords here, which is also Libra. So it's like fighting for peace. You know, there's a saying, I'm going to censor it a little bit. Fighting for peace is like effing for virginity. I mean, that is very much a bathroom stall teenage saying, but sometimes I think fighting for peace, fighting for change, fighting against restrictions, fighting against material restrictions, is really pushing us to a more logical and strategical attitude towards things. This is what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords, because all in all, you're super logical and analytical and seeing things very clearly. It might be that just circumstances surrounding you might still have an impact on, or still might try to crush your idea of how to move forward, this new inspiration, this new power that you've gained within yourself with the Magician and the Lovers, and this sense of being sure about a thing, sure about yourself, sure of yourself in the best possible way. There might still be restrictions physically, materially, that might try to break ideas down into something more realistic, is what I'm seeing also with the Tower, that might still try to test what's possible, but it doesn't have to be destroyed. You know, the Queen of Swords is still logical here in her logical sense. So she still has a strategy forward. She still sees things for what they are. She's not delusional at all. So if you're worrying, like, is this delusional? No, it's just moments will come in, test, and readjust, and maybe like, well, this, okay, but here's something that I didn't see coming. Well, I guess let's try to stay flexible about it. And that's maybe a little bit of the challenge here, to stay flexible about it with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse, I mean, it could be like your vision is so strong that you just don't want to make compromises, but it's not, it's like working against the forces of nature. Don't try to work against the forces of nature, because it seems like it could lead in worrying a lot here with the Three of Swords. And you might just hurt yourself by forcing something that's just, you know, you can't change the weather. It's like that kind of thing. You can't change the weather. You're not God. We have something godly in us when we're creating, but you can't change the weather. You know, when it rains, and that's it. And you have to work around it. And you can't just get up in the morning and say, well, it's not raining, and I'm gonna do something that it doesn't matter if things get wet. I'm gonna do things outside because it's not raining, but you know it's raining. You know, it's like you gotta be smart about the situation, is what I'm getting. You gotta be smart about the situation, and maybe that's making it easier to foresee some unforeseeable sudden things. We have Uranus Taurus retrograde going on, so there will again be one of those energies here. We'll see how that plays out. But this is very interesting. It seems like you really want to create something, and it might just take some time to take off in August, but the idea is here, and the commitment is here, and the feeling like that it's the right thing to do is also here. Okay, so let's see how we how this plays out in a relationship. This can be any relationship, but of course I'm also concentrating on romantic relationships, partnerships, love relationships. So this could be, this probably has something to do with you maturing into a more, also more sure person of what you want, or being more sure of what you want, with the Queen of Wands. King of Wands in the reverse. Well, this other person, I think it's this other person, and I don't like a King of Wands in the reverse. That's some stupid energy, like stupid, because it's just somebody who is like, has a huge ego, but they don't have their ego in check, and they want things that are kind of impossible, or they don't know what they want, or they want it all, or they want nothing. And at the same time, they're still trying to keep control and still trying to keep up that image of, oh, I'm such an adult. It's an annoying character. Already when I just look at the card, I'm like annoyed. I don't know, maybe somebody is annoying you, or the wants and needs of somebody who's communicating their wants and needs. Maybe that's quite annoying. This other person, yeah, they don't know what they want. Hierophant in the reverse. They don't fucking know what they want, I'm sorry. Or cursing, but it's annoying. Hierophant in the reverse, well, they don't want to commit to this, or maybe they want something unconventional, or maybe they want something out of the box, untraditional, the Hierophant in the reverse. I would not get my hopes up if you are interested in somebody who is non-committal, or that something is happening in August. 7 of Wands. Yeah, you should probably establish boundaries at this time, because it seems like you're taking whatever this person is giving you, and you're probably not setting healthy boundaries here. This is not such a good, maybe you're getting this defensive also. The World card. This is about really, I think this is about a connection that has not, it seems very much like a connection that for some reason is not able to develop into the next chapter of fully committing. Maybe there is another person who doesn't want to commit to you fully, or you don't want the same things. You're kind of letting down your boundaries because you're still kind of taking what they give you, but it's not enough, and there is still no conclusion to this thing. There's still no closure. I don't like it, honestly. You gotta be smart, because it also seems like there is, you figured out what you want, and maybe it is the challenge to communicate it. Also with the Queen of Swords, to clearly communicate it, and now is the time to clearly communicate it, to be able to, you know, to give yourself the chance, even if this other person is not ready yet, but give yourself the chance to actually have what you want, and not stay in this Princess of Wands in the reverse type of energy. Like, it's a very, Princess of Wands is a very immature energy where we're like, well, but maybe, you know, he or she will eventually like me enough to... No, he won't. Sorry to break it to you. Newsflash. I know this sounds harsh, but... And this is the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, they might say like, honey, sorry to disappoint you. They might have a conversation with the Princess of Wands, you know, in the reverse, and be like, you know, you figure out what you want, because you can basically get everything you want. It might be a little bit of work and a little bit of journey to really see actual change, but in reality you can have everything you want. And I'm sorry to break this to you, and I want the best for you, but this attitude to wait for somebody who just doesn't, you know, give you what you deserve, really, or give you, who cannot commit. And it's not about you, it's just about them not being able to do that, you know. They don't know what they want, but you know what you want. And if that's like, but I want them, well, you want somebody who doesn't give you the time of the day, who is confusing as hell, who is not knowing what is possible, not seeing any potential with you in the future, not seeing your worth, and not having a natural tendency to be drawn to you and to just build with you. Really, I don't know. I mean, if that's what you want, and you want something non-committal, then that's cool, but it doesn't look like it at all. Yeah, this is dramatic, at least. Strength card in the reverse, I think there's a lot of anger. This looks very much like a narcissistic type person with strong narcissistic tendencies. King of Wands in the reverse, non-committal, drama involved, your boundaries being broken down. This, I think you should really consider, if you're really feeling broken down, you know, like if you're feeling like this is too much to take, or this is really exhausting me, or I can't deal with this anymore. With the Three of Swords, there is painful moments, maybe. I would really consider getting some help, because this is, if you're really in a narcissistic bond or relationship, then this could be, you know, something that needs to be maybe worked through with a professional. But it seems like it's not that, because this person is non-committal, it seems like it's not that close just yet. So maybe there was not a relationship just yet. And I tell you, if that's a personality type that's like here, then run. Or, you know, I'm not sure if this is really what you want to keep up with. Maybe you think that's what you want to do right now, and reality might prove you different or wrong here with these cards, but it just seems like very non-rewarding, you know. And if we're in a relationship and we constantly fight for something, and then we never get any real compassion, feeling, reward, security, focus on work on the relationship, it's all the cards that are coming out. It's just not, you know, why have it then? Just for the struggle of it? I don't know if that's such a smart idea. And I'm not saying, of course, that no relationship is easy, or that every relationship is easy and there is no struggles. But you know, it seems like you're really not getting much here. I will, because also there's no coins, and the coins here are very much in the reverse, so no investment also. Let's see one more card. Eight of Swords. Yeah, there is really like, there is a dynamic that's trapping you and this other person in a limited mindset. And I think in August it's probably going to be a little hard to already get out of this, though you I think will maybe realize that you have the power to work through this. And you definitely have the brains, for sure. Okay. Let's see what the oracle cards want to say. This is really a deck that can help you with creative strategies to work yourself through a problem. Okay, this is nice. Buckminster Fuller. I don't know much about this artist, to be quite honest. But what is he saying? Live to serve, serve to solve. This is nice. Yeah, it is about solving also a problem maybe here through communication and understanding. Then he's saying, invent the words by which you live your life. Communication, again, is key here. What do we say, what do we not say is quite as important as what we are saying. And choose your words wisely is what I hear. Great heights are the best seen from lowest points. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What else can I say to that? So even if this feels like a low point here, with the Magician underneath here and the Lovers, I think you very much know where you want to go and what's possible for you. And that might take adjusting and really going through these moments of stepping out of your comfort zone, growing pains, breaking open, but it might get you to a point faster than you think. I think this is after August, you will feel like there's movement. We do have, I mean, we do have a Venus retrograde. So everything that is happening around love with the Venus retrograde, we're contemplating, we're looking at what's working, what's not working, and we're really trying to let go things of the past that are not working so we can move forward. Okay, let's look at some charms. Oh, wow. This is fun. Something is coming to full circle here with the Nine of Pentacles for sure. I don't know if you saw this thing spinning. I think the whole issue around, or the whole topic around your self-worth, what you're worth, and how much value you can create by yourself and how independent you are, there is a lot of, I think, breakthrough energy here also with the Tower. I think you will realize and start realizing quite fast what you're capable of, or maybe stepping back into your power. Queen of Thrones, of the air, so Queen of Swords, and the Magician. I'm always saying like this emancipation of the Princess of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and then the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of strong energy in stepping back into your power. And when we are, and I did mention narcissistic type personality, and this is a whole topic that of course in tarot is very present, and we need to be very careful because a lot of information on the internet is just false, or just is seducing us to diagnose and self-diagnose, you know, and point the finger and be like, well, you're the bad person and I'm the victim. Yes and no at the same time, because I mean, yes, of course you're victimized if you're in a relationship like that, but I mean, what do we do with that, you know? Do we stay there? Do we waste our time with holding people accountable? It really is wasting our time. If you've been through these dynamics, and I've had to learn a lot of lessons when it comes to that, because it is a waste of your mother effing time. It just is. You will not reach and connect on that level with that type of person, and especially if you're trying to force it, you will not, you know, and it's just a waste of time. I can't find another good. So don't waste your time. I'm just saying. There is a lot of magical energy here that is happening. And there is a lot of ego energy. All right, let's try to figure out what the charms want to say. There's 3 of the magic charms here. So in this, I think, and it's connected to the relationship, it is about finding solutions here. And it is about smart communication, and it is about seeing a picture in the future, a clear picture, and also I think realizing and understanding and seeing it very, very clearly with this clear quartz here that's pointing to the Hierophant, that this person is not committing to you right now. And if this is not your story, then this is not your story and this is not your reading, and that's okay. But I'm here to tell you, like, it will free you to see that, you know, it's freeing you to see that. This person has some issues when it comes to self, and that's also very much like maybe you're dealing with a Leo. That's also very much like a narcissistic thing. I see strong narcissistic tendencies. We have the S here, which is for the self, and it's sparkly, you know, it's shiny, there is some crystals in it. That's problematic already. They have a clouded vision of what they want because they don't know what they want. This is the quartz here, but it's not very clear, this quartz. So I'm saying, like, gaining understanding. Maybe they're in the process of gaining more understanding. And also what they're showing you, especially the dramatic side of them and maybe the angry side of them. I see like there's a lot of anger towards the situation, especially if they feel trapped. This is them. This is not, you know, if a person shows themselves to you, this old saying, then believe them the first time. I think Maya Angelou said that. Don't make it something. I think you're really stepping out of this Princess of Wands, and Princess of Wands in the reverse is also like, oh, fun, let's play, this is exciting, like, let's play with this person, sure, yay. Like, don't waste your time. I'm just saying, don't waste your time, because this doesn't seem like fun to me at all. This seems very exhausting and annoying. And I don't know, maybe I'm the problem here in this reading, but I don't think so. I think this person is the problem, and you are starting to see it, that they cannot commit to your vision of what's good for you. All right. This is an intense reading for you, but you are really stepping into your power, which is the most important thing with the Magician here underneath all of this. And don't let, and I mean, he's buried in, the Magician is buried underneath all this relationship crap. And I kind of want to just, you know, just get rid of all of that. Like, let's just put it aside and look at what we are actually capable of here. And that we're capable of really building this new beginning. So yeah, okay, Capricorn, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to check out my art, I'm a multidisciplinary artist and musician and singer and songwriter, and I am sharing stuff on the Instagram. I'm having a pretty in-depth website about my projects if you're interested in my work. And this is what I'm doing next to the tarot, and I would say I'm doing the tarot next to my art, but it's you know, it's all kind of part of a whole organism that I'm building. And yeah, if you're interested in that, check it out. You find the website and information also in the description box. And of course, if you want to order a reading or have a personal reading with me, then you can contact me with my website, or you can order via my web shop, and I would much appreciate it. If not, then that's cool too, and I'm excited that you're here with me and you were watching this reading with me, and I hope you can take something with you that is inspiring. So Have a good August, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.